This is fielded at the goal line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
General West. Hey, rock it, rock it.
On first down, Hines. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On the ready.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They run with Hines. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yellow. Slam, slam. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Safe. Yellow. Check 9, check 9.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Line right. There's a line right. I got it. Check 3, check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Relax. Switch. Right. Yellow. Right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yellow, yellow.
shift. Watch the shift. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
15, 15. 49. Right side. Right side.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the kick by Butker is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
218, chop.
Just like that. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the edge. Check 24.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, let's go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got 3 down, 3 down. 15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine. Shit.
What's that?
Tighten up.
Yellow.
Nice 7, let's go.
Mike, 49.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Yellow.
Mike, 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Yellow, hey, go.
Now Joe Mixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check 49.
Tight dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow. 480.
I'm here all day. Watch safety creeping. Safety's
Switch.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Now Mixon. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check 31. Check 31.
Wow, easy.
Check 43.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Let's bring it. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Kill.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 37. Check 37.
Switch. Check safety.
Mike, 53.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Rush in. Watch out.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
53, Mike.
Come on. Yellow. He's coming. We got double up.
Mahomes going to throw.
Under 10.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
Check 53's Mike. Get him.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, Ripley.
1 quarter remains here on EA Sports.
Let's go, Wooly!
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Color.
Kill. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Shift.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch twins.
Yellow.
Twins. Check the hot read.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is Hines. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Andy Lee now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Check. Slam.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Hey, switch gears.
Quick dash. Come.
Kill.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Keep working.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chiefs 10.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Big grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Watch the twist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Check. Lucky. Safe.
Hey, 57 color. Let's go.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Deshaun Hand, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. One final try for Mahomes. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.